Hi, I'm Lorraine Adlam. I'm the Director of People Matter, and we're a small boutique niche HR recruitment company. And what I wanted to do when Elizabeth contacted me was to just talk to you and make recruitment simple, and it can be so simple. One of the first points I wanted to talk about was, do you need to recruit? And everyone says, well, I need a replacement. Do you need a replacement? What is your people strategy? What's the shape of your business? What are you trying to do in the next 12 months? Are you just replacing someone because you need some tasks to be dealt with? Or is it that you desperately need someone and you know that person will follow through in your business? So really think seriously about your people strategy and whether you need to recruit. That is very important. Everyone seems to think we work with global companies, we work with very small companies, and a lot of people just presume that you need to recruit someone on a permanent basis. You don't. If you're a small, expanding business, the likelihood is that you are going to be changing all the time. You're going to expand, you're going to get more successful. Therefore, the shape of your people strategy and the people that you want on board with you to walk with you and mirror your success may well change. So if you need something done and it's a task that needs to be done, why not look at a fixed term contract, temporary contract that could become a temporary contract to a permanent contract. In a year's time, the person you thought you wanted and the role that you thought you had to fill may be completely different. And if you look at recruitment and look at taking on somebody into your business, that's a very heavy cost. So take that very seriously. And it's very straightforward, very simple. The next point is the most important point of all. When you're looking to recruit somebody, take so much time to identify the person you want to recruit and the competencies you want them to have. Very important. Take a lot of time to work that out. Who is the person you want to walk through your door? What do they look like? What do they feel like? What competencies do you need that person will bring into your business, will bring into that team, into that department? If that goes wrong, you can have lots and lots of problems and it can set you back. What are the competencies you need? What's essential? If it's a HR professional, do they need to be very experienced in employee relations? That's essential. They must have that. What's desirable? Is it desirable that the person you're trying to recruit has knowledge of your industry? It may well be you think, no, that is not essential, it is desirable, but I genuinely believe that HR skills are transferable. So you need to understand that. People also, the profile of the person. What does the person look and feel like? Are you looking for someone with a sunny disposition? Are you looking for someone that's a very good communicator? Are you looking for somebody that's very articulate? Are they customer facing? Are they client facing? Alternatively, they could be somebody that has to be very analytical, very methodical, that actually works autonomously. The fit of that person is completely different. So you get a job profile and you get a person profile. And once you've taken the time to understand how that fits in your business, you will have a document that says, we now, as a company, and considering how much cost that would be for you, we know what we're looking for. We understand what we're trying to recruit. We are very clear that this is the person we're looking for. These are the competencies. This is what we want in our business. Very important. Take time out to do that, because if that goes wrong, it's going to cost a considerable amount of money. The next point is, you've got to that point, you've got your document, and it's obviously small businesses are looking at saving costs, obviously. The last 2 years, recruitment, the economic climate has been very difficult, and lots of bigger organisations have said we're taking recruitment back in-house, which makes sense because they're covering those costs. If you're a smaller business, you've probably got 2 decisions that you can make. The first decision is, I now know this person, I can see the person I want to recruit. what you're saying then is, how do I recruit that person? How do I find that person? One of the options is you recruit directly. You just go on a job board, you pay to go on a job board, you trace your job description, and you say, right, that pretty much is telling the job market, the internet, what I want. So you can do that. You can go into a local paper, or you can go into a professional journal. So you can do all of that, and you can work out your costs. What you should also factor in when you do that, and this is not a party political broadcast for recruiters, because there's some good recruiters and there's some diabolical ones. But what you have to do is factor your costs in there, and you've got to say, I'm a small business, I then have to go through all these CVs, and a CV is just that. It's a piece of paper saying I've done this, that, and the other. You've got to go through all these CVs, and I've got to take that time out. I've got to take my eye off my business, and I've now got to try and find this person. You've got 3 piles of paper. You're going to have, no, these people need to be qualified out. They haven't got the skills. They haven't got the competencies I'm looking for. These are maybes. On the face of the CV, yeah, they look okay. And these are yeses, because their CV looks quite good. And there's a lot of synergy with what I'm trying to fulfill. That is time consuming. And then at the end of that, you're going to have a long list of people. And then invariably, you might just make a phone call and say, I'm just going to have a quick phone call. And from this long list, I'm going to make a short list. That short list then will be the people that you now are going to say, right, I'm going to meet you face to face, because on the face of what I've done, I believe that you potentially could fulfill my vacancy. Then you meet them, you do a proper competency interview. So the CV is just that. It may, what they say on there may not reflect the depth of the experience that you need, and you need to get that right. Then you have a second interview, and then you find your person, and that'd be fantastic. But you need to factor into your cost the time that's taken for you. So do not just take, it's costing me £3,000 to advertise in the local paper. The other thing is you go to an agency, and if this is all perfect and you've got all of that, then the consultant comes in and understands your business and has the same passion and commitment to your business, and they're marketing it really well and taking on board some of the interns and all the people that are out there, fantastic. It is actually marketing your business and saying, yeah, I really believe this business is going places, it's exciting stuff. That will add to that. What you do then is you say to this consultant, right, okay, this is the person I want. I want you to come back in 1 week, and I want you to give me 3 people on a short list that you think can secure this role. You then schedule in your diary, I will meet these 3 people, and hopefully out of that, you'll secure somebody, which would be great. You pay 1 fee, you can negotiate the fee. It's a very competitive market now. Don't just accept what someone tells you, negotiate the fee, absolutely, because recruitment's been turned on its head. The market's changed everything. Negotiate, and negotiate hard. So that's that. If you don't recruit properly, you really will be in trouble, because if you don't do this part and actually really, really nail down who you're looking for, what you're looking for, number one, you might employ somebody who has got the competencies that you thought you needed. In actual fact, you needed more, in which case your business is not going to go at the pace you want it to. It may well be that that person feels under stress, and then they have to be performance managed, and you have to then get a line manager supporting them, training them, and that actually would not be a good marker for you. The other downside could be you could upsell the role, and actually the level of competencies are not as vast as you thought they would be. You're then inviting talent into your business, and that talent might become disillusioned. So you have to be very, very careful. You have to be honest and very comprehensive at the outset, and you will definitely then end up recruiting someone into your business that's going to work with you, walk with you in your business, and you're going to think, wow, this is fantastic. The profile of the person is absolutely paramount. You must get the right person to fit your business. 80% is probably, can they do the job? 20% has got to be, is this person going to fit my business? I want somebody who's got more petrol in their tank. I want them to keep going. I'm going to finish now. The brand awareness, we have lots of situations, and they're not just small companies, global companies. And an example yesterday where it's a huge pharmaceutical company. We supplied them some candidates. There was a preferred candidate who absolutely wanted the job, loved it, absolutely loved it. The client came back to me yesterday afternoon and said, "I'm really sorry, Lorraine, we've now decided to restructure." Very disillusioned candidate, not a good move, and that happens quite a lot. What does that do? It upsets your brand in the marketplace. And that, you know, I mean, obviously if you're more established, you've got a more high profile brand, but every one of us, including People Matter, are working towards having a brand established in the marketplace. So recruitment, just to finish, is very, very simple. If you take the time here and you don't jump into recruiting people on a permanent contract until you know what your people strategy is, if you know that, you'll attract talent and your business will run.